What is up, you guys? You're watching Sergio's Secret. Before I get started with today's video, if you could please give this video a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. I post a video Monday through Friday on designer and contemporary fashion, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any one of my uploads. And today is actually my first time making a video like this, so we shall see how it works. So please work with me in this video. So today we're going to be talking about Tory Burch's new arrival. So I've never been excited for an arrival in a very long time. Normally when I see arrivals, you know, it's usually like a couple items, but in this kind of section I actually kind of like a lot of the pieces. So I decided to make a full-blown video on it because you guys love Tory Burch. I love Tory Burch. It's one of my favorite brands. You guys already know I added my beautiful Eleanor during the holidays, and she's just been such a handbag that I've been reaching for. I really enjoyed her. Today I'm using my Walker Satchel, so I decided let's make a video on this. Let's see how it goes. So who knows, we can do this for other brands. Come shop with me, maybe come shop with me at Bloomingdale's. We see some of their new designer arrivals, for Gucci, and we can kind of talk about it. So have your little cup of coffee. I have one right here. My friend just delivered it to me, and let's go ahead and talk about Tory Burch's new arrival. I'll leave the links for everything down below if you're interested, and yeah, let's go ahead and get started. I think I shall move. I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna move right here. Tory Burch, guys, came out with this Monogram collection, guys. Mwah. I already know that this was gonna come out, obviously, by the previews that they put last year on her Instagram about like the Tory Burch kind of collection. We did see a little bit of the Tory Burch monogram, and if you know anything about Tory Burch, they really don't do a lot of monogram handbags. Most of their handbags are just gonna have the iconic kind of like T embossed, and that's about it. I know that she has done the Tory Burch Gemini links, which are going to be this, but I really wouldn't even consider that a monogram bag because it just had like little links on it. It didn't have like the T kind of monogram in it. So I believe this is the first time that she's ever come out with like an actual monogram handbag. But I was very curious to see how this is going to work. The other day I was walking around the mall and I saw this lady have one of the bags. So I was like, oh my god, they weren't on the website yet. So I knew that it was gonna drop probably within this week, and it did. I believe it dropped out like 2 days ago. So hopefully this video goes within the first week of this collection being dropped. It is called Introducing the T Monogram for Spring 2021. Tory has created a classic pattern inspired by traditional quilting and celebrating the iconic logo. And so they came with 2 color variations. They have a yellow and a navy. And I will say I don't really care for the yellow just because yellow isn't a color that I tend to reach for. But navy has been a color that I've been reaching for a lot more. So we're gonna reference more of the navy ones over the yellow out of the back. They kind of remind me of old school Tory, like the way the stitching, like the navy with the white. They kind of remind me when Tory started her brand, or when Tory started getting really more kind of popular in like 2010, I believe. That like it kind of reminds me of kind of like this tag for whatever reason. Who remembers Tory Burch when their tags look like this? If you remember when they look like this, that means you've been an OG Tory Burch fan, because I remember in high school me having pieces in junior high of them having kind of like this original tag. So it kind of reminds me of those type of days of Tory where it had like a nice stitching, a lot of like super details. So I'm kind of excited because I feel like it's kind of like a throwback of obviously monogram, and it's a throwback of like kind of like, it kind of reminds me of old school Tory. Like if you go on eBay and Poshmark and you see like a lot of the older Tory Burch handbags, they kind of give me those type of vibes, which is I think it's a good thing. I like Tory Burch as a brand. Obviously her brand has super evolved throughout the years. I like a lot of the Tory Burch stuff now versus back then. I think that she really has knocked it down the ballpark. But I will say, I'm not the biggest fan of monogram at all. You guys already know that. I currently don't have any monogram handbags in my collection, but I believe I will be adding a Tory Burch monogram handbag into my collection, and let's go ahead and kind of go through them. So the first one that they have is this Team Jacquard tote, and this one comes in at $520. And for me, what I love about it is the white with the navy stitching. I think for me, that's what I like about it. It seems to hold quite a bit of stuff. It seems like you can put your entire life in it, and I like that it has a little drawstring so you can actually have secure. It may not have a zipper, but I feel like that drawstring is good enough. I mean, for here in Texas, I mean, unless, even if you live like in downtown Dallas or in downtown Houston or Austin, I feel like no one really pickpockets. That's not a thing that happens in Texas. Maybe up north, maybe in Europe or in other countries. In Texas, a zipper for us isn't the main priority because no one really pickpockets here, even like in the very central parts of the cities here in Texas. I like this one, I'm here for it, and I'll let you know which ones I'm very interested in. I have that one. The next one is probably the one that I've been kind of gravitating towards, and it's the one that Tory Burch actually is photographed in, and it's gonna be this one right here, and it is the T Monogram Jacquard bucket bag. Something about the navy and then the strap, it being kind of like that camel color, I just gravitate towards it. I like how the little drawstring, when you pull it in, has a little TB on it. I love the navy monogram around it. I love that the bottom has navy, and I believe the inside interior is yellow. So I like how it incorporates all these different types of colors. But for me, what makes this bag to be the size. The size seems a very good practical size. I love the T whenever you kind of like pinch it in and you can put it like that T right there on the bucket bag. Mwah, I love it. I am obsessed with it. I love the navy with the white, and these bags kind of remind me of like when my mom was raising me and my brother. These type of bags, like with the contrast stitching, the way the hardware is, it kind of reminds me of having these type of style. And like when she was carrying us through the mall to the park to go to the grocery store, these were types of handbags that my mom would carry. So it kind of reminds me of this, and I'm actually very curious to see how my mom will feel about this. I don't know if you guys know, me and my mom are big Tory Burch fans. We just been OG Tory Burch fans for the last, I want to say the last 5 years, I will say consistently, and I'm very excited to see. I don't know what her reaction will be. I don't know if it's gonna be like, oh no, it kind of remember you guys were like a lot younger. We shall see. But the bucket bag for me is the one that I'm kind of reaching for, and it's the one that I like the most. I also have a peri-tote version of it, which I also like as well. I like that it's not fully monogram all the way to the bottom, because sometimes when a monogram handbags, when it's canvas, when it's full all at the bottom, it's very easy to get wear around the corners. It's very easy for it to get dirty, and I like how the leather kind of stops a little bit more like this, better over time. So I like how they thought that out in the peri-toe. I like the little Tory Burch stamping on top, and I do like the color of the interior. It seems to be kind of like a sandy color, and it seems to have kind of like little compartments in it. So it's going to be like the zipper, and then on the sides there seems to be compartments in there, which I haven't seen in the peri-toe. I don't know if that's going to be going forward for the peri-toe, or that's just for this particular peri-T monogram. But this peri-toe variation I do like, and I do like that they kind of thought this one out, and they raised the leather a little bit higher, so it's a little bit better, and it will wear nicer over. They also have the T Monogram Jacquard mini bucket bag, and this one shows that it's sold out. So I have a feeling that this monogram for Tory Burch will be here for the long run. I don't see this being a one-season thing. For them to come out in so many variations and in this monogram says a lot. I'm surprised that they did navy and yellow. I would think that they would do maybe black or navy and then maybe like another color. Very surprised that they went bold out and picked a yellow, because yellow's normally not everybody's favorite first choice. Even if your favorite color is yellow, that's not the first color that you would think to kind of wear out, if you know what I mean. I've had many handbags in my collection, and I feel like I've never had a yellow handbag. So we'll see how this one will go in the yellow variation, but in the navy with the white, I'm very here for it. Show that the mini bucket bag is sold out. That's a very smart indication that this collection will do very well. I do like the mini one. I find that I already have a lot of mini handbags, so I would love mine just to fit a little bit more. And especially in the springtime, I tend to wear a lot of seamless items, so like bodysuits and shorts, or simple tops and shorts. So I feel like the larger bucket bag will look really great. It will complement my wardrobe, so I definitely prefer larger bucket bag versus this smaller one, but I do think that the small one is pretty darn cute. I also have this one, which I also really like as well, which is the T Monogram Jacquard camera bag. This one, the T, like the metal T that's actually on this bag, it literally reminds me of like 2010 Tory Burch. I remember I had like this green wallet, like this color. I'll try to insert the picture of that. It literally reminds me of that, like that metal on it put on this 2021 handbag. So it definitely gives me like high school vibes. It definitely gives me like when I bought this, like my freshman year of high school. I'm kind of here for it. It's kind of a throwback moment, and you know, we love a little throwback moment. We love to just, you know, just think about the past, but not actually kind of like live in it. And I like how this one has a little top handle, so you can actually carry it like a little moment. And I've always liked handbags that have little top handles, so not only can I carry it as a crossbody shoulder bag, I can also carry it as a top handle moment. And this one also tends to have, this one appears to have feet at the bottom, so that one's really great. And I do love the overall aesthetic of this one. It gives me kind of like lunchbox, but it's not a lunchbox vibes, and it gives me kind of like that retro early 2000s look with this monogram. And when I thought about Tory Burch monogram, because I thought about, they don't really have monogram bags, what would it look like? I would never imagine it for it to look like, but in a sense, I really do like the way this monogram really looks, and I find that will be sticking for Tory Burch for the next couple of seasons. So geez, they have a full-size wallet, they have a billfold wallet as well. The T monogram, the full continental wallet, definitely gives me the old school vibes. That kind of reminds me of like literally the wallet, like the green wallet that I had in high school. It kind of reminds me of it. Obviously it's different, but the T on it reminds me of it so much, and it just it brings back so many memories, some of them good, some of them bad, but it does remind me of. I came out with them in Howl sneakers, so I actually have the Tory Burch Howl sneakers in all white. My friend Paulette also has the Howl sneakers in all white. They're very comfortable. I forgot what brand, but they have this type of sole on them, which makes them very comfortable. I did not have to break in the Tory Burch Howl sneakers, and I'm glad that they have them in this kind of monogram print. I think the white sole with the navy is a very nice contrast. But the Howl sneaker in general, I'm a big fan of. And when people ask me what's a favorite shoe under $300, I always say the Tory Burch Howl sneaker and a Veja sneaker are probably my favorite ones. I also have it in a bucket hat, which looks like this right here. Not something that I would reach for, but I could see this one being a popular and people actually going out and buying it. And it also has a string on it, so you can kind of attach it, but I feel like you can also put the string on the inside and you can just wear it by itself. Oh, I'm watching a video right now. Oh my god, it's actually reversible, so you can actually make it navy and then you can actually make it the monogram, which is good because that's more versatility. And this one comes in at $178, and then the Howl sneakers come in at $238, which is about $40 more than the Howl sneaker, because the old plain white ones are $198. I do like the monogram, some leather pieces of them. So they have it in a camel color, in a green color, and in a navy color. So Tory Burch is very invested in this kind of collection. So they have it, some of it embossed. So they have like this navy bucket bag, and it has the embossed navy on it. And I actually like this one. It kind of reminds, it looks a lot more elevated than the canvas one. Actually, I don't think these were on the website last night. I could be crazy, but I was looking at all the stuff last night on my laptop, and it seems, I don't think this was on the website. I actually kind of like it. The T monogram leather mini bucket bag. I kind of like the navy. Well, the color's called Midnight. I actually kind of like it. This one's actually really cute. I could have sworn, guys, I did not see this one yesterday on the website. I have to see this collection in person. I think within the next week, I'm gonna have to go look at it in person, because a lot of these pieces are absolutely gorgeous. For this season for Tory Burch, I'm only limiting myself to 2 bags. The other mini bucket bag is kind of calling my name. Now that I see this one, I kind of like it more than the traditional monogram one. I like the leatherness of it because it seems to be very wipeable, and it seems a good bag to be traveling with. You can also get it in yellow, and then they also have this the brown leather bucket bag. I have a feeling out of all the handbags that I've seen, I find that this camel one right here, I find that this is gonna be the one that my mom's gonna choose. So I'm probably gonna tell her, you can pick one handbag out of the new Tory Burch collection, and I have a feeling she's gonna pick this one. She's gonna pick the T monogram leather bucket bag in this kind of luggage color. I'm actually gonna click on it. It's called Moose. I find that she's gonna like the contrast of the tan and the white. I noticed my mom really went from black bags, kind of like I was, and a lot of her bags right now are very camel-y colors, like camels, browns, and beiges. So I have a feeling she's gonna pick this one. I remember distinctively my mom, when I was younger, she had like this really pretty Coach bucket bag that was black with the white stitching, and it reminds me of this one. So I have a feeling that she's gonna go for this one. I like it a lot, and the lining on this one is a camel color, so it's not gonna have like a fun interior, kind of like the monogram one where it has kind of like that yellow. This one's just gonna be all camel, and I like that it has a strap, crossbody, shoulder bag, or the crook of your arm. I have a feeling my mom's gonna really like this one. I'm very excited to send her this link so she can look through everything. What is up? It's future Sergio's Secret. I was correct. That was her favorite bag out of all of them. But this collection so far, I really like it. I'm very here for it. It's definitely very different for Tory Burch, but I feel like nowadays you kind of have to step out of the box and step out of your comfort zone. I never thought I would see the day of Tory Burch really doing a big monogram, but I think they did it really well. Now, then coming in navy and yellow, I'm not too sure about that, but I'm definitely here for the navy version. And let's go ahead and look at some of their other new items as well that they have. Walker basket weave satchel. So it seems to be the larger size in this one. I'm kind of here for it. I'm kind of here for the canvas. I'm kind of here for the leather weaving at it. It definitely seems very interesting, and it has like a nice texture. I feel like this one will be a really fun summery bag to have in your collection. I like how the straps are a little bit longer. Normally I don't care for them to be longer, but I find when it's summertime, when you're wearing like a nice linen shirt, it's like good to kind of sling around. The reason why sometimes I don't like them to be super long is because when I wear them in the winter, I find that with the material it would always drop. But in the summertime, I find that it's better because you tend to wear maybe just like a sweater or something a little bit more seamless. So I'm here for this Walker basket weave satchel. Towel T Monogram court sneakers, they also come in the yellow. So if you don't like the navy, you can also get them in the yellow. I also saw this, it's not on the Tory Burch website. I forgot who told me, but oh no, well, I think one of my subscribers told me. Tory Burch is coming out with a new version of the Miller sandal. I believe it launches February 14th. So I know this video will go out before February 14th. It's gonna look like this if I can find the picture. If not, I'll just insert a regular Miller picture. But it's going to be kind of like, it's gonna look more like of a Birkenstock type style, where it's gonna be rise a little bit higher and it's not gonna be as flat. I'm very interested to try this shoe out because I've always wanted a Tory Burch Miller sandal, but for me, since I have such a wide foot, it just does not look good. It feels like when I walk, the Tory Burch little thing, it's just gonna like explode. It's just gonna pop off. And so that's why I've never been for Tory Burch Miller sandals. But this new rise version, the way I feel like the stitching is and the way that it's rised a little bit, it's not necessarily like a platform, it's just kind of like a Birkenstock. I find that if it fits me, I'm gonna get them. I've been wanting a Tory Burch Miller sandal for such a long time. I made a video during the fall called things that I would never buy that are classic, and I mentioned the Tory Burch Miller sandal. It just does not look flattering on me. I've tried so many variations to so many different colors, so many different styles. The Miller sandal is just not for me, but this new version could open the door for me to finally own a Miller sandal in my collection, because I've been really wanting to add one, but obviously I want to make sure when I have something, it's actually going to look flattering and it's actually going to look good on me. So we shall see. We also have this new shoe that I want to try on as well. It's the Jessica pointy toe leather shoe. So for me, I've just been into white shoes. I've just been into the color white. Yes, I do wear black still. This is actually the day that I wear black. I told myself I can only limit myself to one black day. Black blazer, black denim. But I've really been into white shoes. But I noticed that white shoes get worn out very easily. And particularly like loafers. So I have the Gucci classic loafers, and I've only really worn them a handful of times. Like I want to say maybe like 5 or 6 times, and they have a little bit of scuffs in it. So I want to add another shoe to kind of keep in that rotation. So when I saw these ones last night, the Jessa pony toe loafer, I really like how they have a little bit of a rise with them, and I like the way that they style them with their pretty dresses. And this lady right here, she has them with these really pretty white trousers and with the Jessa loafers. So these ones come in at $348. It shows that it's one of Tory's favorite. I know that they have this variation at Jessa and in other styles, but I definitely do want to try this on, and I find that I will purchase these ones because I do need another pair of white shoes. And I don't know, like I just feel like white shoes just get worn out so easily, so I want to have longevity. So it's good to have two, so I can kind of like go back and forth. And for me, I feel like I've never really had a Tory Burch shoe that's uncomfortable, so I feel like I will get a 9.5 in them. Perfect. My house sneakers are in a 9. I found that those ran really big, so I did get those in a 9, but the Jessa, I find that the leather ones are more of a 9.5. I'm very excited, and they also have them in a heel version if you're looking for them, and a little bit more of a smaller heel. But the all white ones is something that I've been looking for, and they also come in the camel color as well. They have this Ella Suede Toe. Oh my god, I'm kind of here for it. Not my first choice because there's another Ella tote that I have on my list before this one, but I'm kind of here for the suede one. I feel like I would spray that puppy down and you are good to go. I'm very excited to see how weighty this will be. I have a feeling that this suede tote will have a little bit of weight to it, but it is really They have all these new walkers. So they have the walker weaving, the one that I showed you earlier. They actually have it in a micro version, and this one comes in at $4.98, and this is freaking adorable. I love the linen-y material, or the canvas material with the brown with the white stitching. I'm here for it. It gives me all the spring and all the summer fantasies. I'm living for it. I love it. Also have the walker canvas satchel. So they have it, and this one has a strap on it. Well, they both have straps on it, and this one is $3.78, and it also comes in a blue color as well. I'm kind of here for the walker collection. I've always liked the walker collection. That's what I'm saying. When it first came out, I've been obsessed with it, and like I said, this is the bag that I'm using today. It's one of my favorite bags. Feet on the bottom. I already made a lot of videos on this bag, but definitely one of my favorite bags that I'm going to start using a little bit more. I had a little bit of a break with it because I had such a honeymoon phase with the Eleanor, and so I feel like I'm going to getting back into wearing my walker satchel a little bit more. Here are the pants that the lady was trying on. There are the crepe trouser, and they come in at $3.98, and that's the one that she was trying on with the Jessa loafer. Oh my god, they are the perfect. They're kind of like a cream color. I wouldn't say they're all white. They are perfect. I definitely do want to try this pair of trousers on. Normally, I don't tend to buy a lot of ready-to-wear from Tory Burch. I only have a Tory Burch jacket, and I got that one, I want to say like 2 months ago, a month and a half ago. So I will say that Tory Burch ready-to-wear quality, like I've always seen it up front, is really well made. Her clothing is phenomenally well made. I'm very excited to see how this trouser will fit, and I feel like I am going to try this on. They have all these Perry variations in like a bunch of like neon yellow colors. We're here for it. I like them. I want to see if they have that other compartment on them. No. So you know how I said that the classic monogram, the little pockets on the inside, the yellow one, it doesn't have it. So those compartments are exclusively just for the kind of the monogram tee collection. There's so much to talk about. I don't even think I can fit this all into one video. I'm not trying to make this video super long. Stuff. I see that they restocked on the face mask. I know you guys have been telling me that they've been kind of out of stock. So they came out with a 5-pack for $35, which I think is absolutely worth the money. I love Tory Burch face masks. They're some of my favorite ones. I'm living for them. Oh my god, I like this color block swim. It's right here. It looks very, very classy. That's what I like about it. So it has like white and then black and then black and then white. It comes in at $198. It looks really good, like on the model. It looks phenomenal. I believe it's a brief. Yeah, it's a brief, but it has a really pretty cutout in the back. I'm here for this swimsuit. Normally, I don't go for like a lot of designer swimsuits, and obviously this is not something that I would buy. I feel like it wouldn't look flattering on me. But I do really, really like the swimsuit, and it comes in at $198. It gives me kind of like very kind of like 90s vibes. Those are going to be some of Tory Burch's newest arrivals. Like we kind of went through some of the stuff. I'm so here for it. Like I said, I find that Tory Burch is not a brand that I feel like gets stuck within their times. I feel like they're always kind of putting out new things. They're kind of always going out of the box, versus some other brands, they stick to their bread and butter all the time, all the time, all the time. And after a while, it gets a little boring. Like we want to see something new. We want to see something innovative. We want you to go outside the box, regardless if it's super, super popular, if it's not. Obviously, at the end of the day, these fashion houses are businesses. But I love for them to go out of the box, but it still signifies their collection. Because I find like other brands like Louis Vuitton, for example, I find that they do all these different collections, but they don't resonate with Louis Vuitton in general. You know what I mean? Like when Marc Jacobs was the creative director of Louis Vuitton, they were all kind of different, but you can still kind of tell that they're all Louis Vuitton, and they all go with the brand. Versus now, I feel like they're all over the place. They just put collections out left and right, and none of it really makes sense. And I like how Tory Burch is in that kind of Marc Jacobs, like Louis Vuitton, kind of like where there are different collections, right? You have your Monogram, you have your Walker, you have your Eleanor, you have your Miller. But at the end of the day, they all kind of correspond and they all kind of go with each other. And that's what I like, is that they step out of the box, but it's still, everything that they come out with still is very resonant of the Tory Burch brand. And you would never be like, oh, that doesn't look like a Tory bag, that looks like something else. Like you can tell that it's a Tory Burch bag and that it fits with all the other collections and that it complements all the other collections. That's one thing that I find that I like about Tory, is that I find that everything goes. And even if you have like a dress that's 5 years ago from Tory Burch, you can go into the store and get a dress and put them together. Certain things are certain seasons behind, or if it's current, I feel like a lot of the things can still kind of complement each other. And that's what I really, really like about Tory Burch as a brand. So yeah, guys, I want to say thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully this came out well in editing. We shall see how it will come out. This is my first time making a video like this, so I'm very, very interested to see how it will come out. And let me know if you want to see this for any other brands. I feel like we can make this a little bit of series, look at new arrivals, look at these collections, my thoughts and my opinions. But so far so good. I love the new Tory Burch collection. I think the only thing I don't care for is the yellow line, just because I'm not really a yellow person, but I'm definitely here for it. And then the ones that I feel like I'm going to be going for, or that I'm going to be trying on next time at the Tory Burch store, is going to be these trousers right here. I definitely want to try them on. I want to see how they feel and how sheer they are. The Just a Loafer and a 9.5, I definitely want to try those on. I want to see what that looks like. I definitely want to look at the kind of navy monogram collection. I'm not sure which one I kind of want exactly yet. I know the bucket bag is probably the one that I'm going to look at first, but I definitely want to try all of them on and feel for them, because there's nothing like trying them on in store. And then last but not least, I definitely want to look at the new Miller sandal. Hopefully guys, hopefully this time around guys, this one for whatever reason, maybe it's a little bit wider and I can fit my fat foot in there and I can finally have a Tory Burch Miller season, because I've been wanting to have one for such a long time, because all you guys partake in it but myself. But yeah guys, I want to say thank you so much for watching this video. I'll leave the links for everything down below. And yeah guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye guys, and take care.